David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Canes will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Bears offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time ball. Trying to come out on top. Yet defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Off-play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Miami's offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Golden Bears are in the hurry-up.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense.
Oh, it's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's McKenzie. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here comes the hurry up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Working that left side.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Canes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Touchdown, Canes! First score of the game goes up.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see it. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Whitaker. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Whitaker. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds a man on the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Running to Green. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His
It's a seam wide open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Looking for room, it's Pringle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Got it! And he gets it in! Touchdown, Hurricane!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And the Golden Bears buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on second down. The run from the shotgun. Running into the open space. He's loose. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability.
Pulls in the deep ball. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go!
Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. How about the big fullback getting some momentum and looking like a rolling ball of butcher knives going forward, Jesse?
And that's the thing, Reese. This guy's not the fastest guy in the world, but that's a big dude. That's a hard guy to bring down. Nice job after the catch, breaking a tackle and getting more.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Going right to work up top. Using the quick game. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry up. He might want another play. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Grabbed on the outside, it's Pringle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Golden Bears line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move.
There he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Gets it out fast. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Canes will hustle to the line. Motion from the wideout. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Cave! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The give to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Finds the tight end. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Good, right down the boulevard. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took him, breaks into the open, smashes ahead. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's shot. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
He's got it on the right. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will...
Touchdown, Hurricane! And the stomping has commenced.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Hauls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
Okay, great.
They'll try to get the first through the air. The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Here we go, here we go.
Pulls and fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Using his legs to buy some time. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done it.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
That's caught. It's Norris. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pressure coming, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They boot it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Canes want to move quickly. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Under fire, and he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's McKenzie. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Snagged in the middle. It's McKenzie. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Right on the money. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Able to pick up a couple on 1st down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Whitaker. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go.
Third down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring.
Turning it on! What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
The Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute rollout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Canes. What a play. Not only the interception, but a great return for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right